We get a lot of questions from people who are interested in breeding their dogs. And dog breeding, it sounds very exciting and it sounds like something that would be very easy to do. What could be more natural than put two dogs together and let them do what they feel they should do and end up with a litter of beautiful puppies. However, in many cases, it is not that easy. It is pretty rare for people to make a profit off of dog breeding. People breed dogs because they love the breed, because they want to breed to improve. They want to take dogs that are really good examples of that breed and create more dogs that are similar to that. One of the things that you have to think about first is getting all the pre-breeding testing done. Every breed has its own listing of tests that need to be run to make sure that the dogs are as healthy as possible before breeding. That can involve several years worth of time and can involve a considerable amount of expense as well, depending on the breed and how many tests you end up running. You want to be picking a mate for your dog who has had the same testing and the same clearances and is also equally healthy and has a really good temperament. So that can take some time, finding a mate that's just right for your dog. The most important thing is to start talking to your veterinarian and the owner of the other dog and their veterinarian well before the heat starts. If you call 10 days into the heat cycle, you might have missed it already. So you want to have all your ducks in a row well beforehand so that as soon as the female comes into heat, we can get ready to start doing the timing. One of the most important parts of helping a dog to get pregnant is timing. Timing is absolutely critical. There is, even though the dog is in heat or in a reproductive state for several weeks, during those several weeks, there's really only a fairly narrow window of time when the female can actually become pregnant. In most cases, what that means is the female comes in and has a blood test for progesterone level right when she first shows signs of heat, and then about every other day thereafter until we get to the point where we can see that she's getting ready to ovulate. When that happens, we run an additional test called an LH test, and that test tells us that she is indeed ovulating. Then the timing of the breeding is scheduled based on the results of the progesterone level and the LH level. Many breeds can deliver naturally, but there are certain breeds that can't. There are breeds that have to be delivered by a C-section or that should be delivered by a C-section because it's safer for the mom or the pups. And then there's all the puppy care and all of the time, which is really a full-time job, especially in the first couple of weeks that puppies are alive. And then getting them their first vaccines and all their dewormings and get their vet checks prior to selling.